Hi everyone, hope you're good. So today I am talking through a few empties, and this is probably my smallest category in terms of the amount of products I've actually used up. So the products I'm going to talk about are my makeup products, and the only reason this is the smallest category out of all the empties videos I've actually recorded is simply because I have so much makeup that I couldn't possibly go through all of it. So when I do go through something, it's actually a really big deal. So without further ado, let's get into this. So the first product I actually wanted to talk about is a lip product. In fact, it's the only lip product I have, and this is my Revolution Nudes collection lip gloss, and it's in the shade Expose. I have two of these. I'm pretty sure I had another one somewhere that I've probably misplaced, and as you can see, these are empty tubes. I have scraped the living daylights out of these two tubes. This is probably my favorite lip gloss because it is very close to my natural lip color. It's very glossy. It's a nice thick texture that's not too sticky. It has a slight bit of stick to it, but it gives enough coverage so your lips aren't, like, you know, fully exposed or anything. It has a lovely vanilla cupcake scent to it, and it just lasts, you know, for a few good hours. It is only £3, and those are like the best things about this particular product. The only thing is, Makeup Revolution went and discontinued this particular collection, so you can't get this anywhere anymore. And I found out after I posted I think it was a video talking about my favorite products or products I'm currently using right now, and I mentioned this in the lip section of the video in terms of the lip products I'm actually using, and one of my subscribers actually mentioned that they stopped making these, and I wouldn't have known because I bought so many of these, and I've actually used up my last tube now, so I don't have any more backups. But anywho, this was the best lip gloss I've used in terms of the price and, you know, just the product itself. This is the best lip gloss color for me because I have dark lips. So yeah, I have bought some of their new sheer lip gloss, or, you know, their lip collection. It comes in a suede matte lip liquid lipstick, and it comes in a gloss as well. I think it comes in 3 different finishes. I'll put the name on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's like their newest collection of lip products, but I'm pretty sure there'll be a shade in there that's very similar to this. But until then, this is my favorite lip product, and yeah, I just wanted to say RIP, and we shall meet again one day. But yeah, I really love this stuff. Next product is an eye product. So this is actually something I don't think I've talked about on my channel before, but it was something I was using in my time, like, you know, just time off camera. And this is the Kiko 30-day extension night treatment booster. So this is obviously a treatment product for your eyelashes. I really liked using this. It is now very grubby. It's a very conical type of shape to it, and it's just this treatment that you just put on your lashes, and you just basically put on every night, or I think you're meant to put this on twice a day, and you're meant to see results after at least a month. So it's not one of those miracle lash growth serums. It does take some time, and I found that for me, even if I didn't see any like growth per se in terms of my lashes, it definitely stopped my lashes breaking, because I'm one of those people where I kind of play with my eyes a lot, or I used to, and then, you know, over time I'd noticed that my lashes would just, you know, kind of fall off on my cheeks, or, you know. So since I've been using this, it actually hasn't happened as much. In fact, it's hardly ever happened. So if anything, this has actually strengthened my lashes. And yeah, so it's just one very good product in terms of keeping your lashes strong, at least. If anyone's tried this and it's actually made their lashes grow, you know, please do leave a comment down below, let me know. But yeah, so this is a really good product in terms of strengthening your lashes. And in terms of, like, you know, to the naked eye, I haven't actually seen like my lashes grow spectacularly. They kind of look about the same length. They might have grown a bit, I'm really not sure, but in terms of them not falling out, this stuff definitely helps. Next product is one of my two favorite Essence products. So this is the Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Boost Mascara, and it is a massive wand. And I quite like this simply because it just gives you separation and volume at the same time. And yeah, it's unlike my favorite Essence mascara, which is the Lash Princess mascara. I'll leave a picture because I was actually going to talk about it because I had an empty tube somewhere in this house. I don't know where it is anymore, but yeah, so this one is my second favorite after that one, and it's a really good one because it doesn't really make my lashes clump up. It works very similarly to my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, in that it gives you kind of like fluttery lashes with a bit of volume and a bit of length. So yeah, it definitely works for that. The only thing I don't like about it is how big the wand is. It is just very big for what it's supposed to do, and I just can't imagine people, some people might have trouble applying mascara to their lashes without getting it everywhere. So that's probably the only thing I see about this that's not too good. But in terms of the price, it is excellent. So being an Essence mascara, it's not expensive at all. It's about £3 or so. So yeah, it's a really good mascara for the price. Next products are brow products from Revolution. So this is I always forget the name of this, but this is their brow pencil with the triangular nib to it. I have talked about this before. I'll leave the name on the screen, but I love this stuff. This is one of my favorite brow pencils or brow products. I also have another one from Poundland that I use. It's just like a traditional brow pencil. It doesn't have a spoolie or anything, and you need to sharpen it. But I like this because it's a lot more convenient, because I obviously don't need to sharpen it. It keeps its shape, and it has a spoolie, and it's the perfect color for my brows. I use the shade Dark Brown, and it's just good for like drawing my brows on, filling in very quickly, and then using the spoolie to disperse the product. Some people might not like this because it is a thick triangular nib product. It's not one of those skinny brow pencils, but I quite like the triangular nib because it just covers a lot more surface area. So yeah, it's a really good product. It doesn't last all day in terms of like if you were to touch your brows, the product will come off. It's not waterproof or anything, but I don't really touch my brows, and I also help it stay by setting my brows with some powder as well, so that definitely helps. And then from the same family is another Revolution product, but this time this is their skinny brow pencil. Again, I'll leave the description on the screen so you can see, but as you can see, this is the skinny one, and it's just a lot skinnier in terms of the nib size. I'm not even sure if you can see that. It's a lot skinnier, and again, it's in the shade Dark Brown. I quite like this for filling in like the inner part of my brows, and sometimes I also use it just to like quickly do my brows. I experimented with this a bit just to see if I would like it as much as I like this, and I do like this, but I find that it feels like you get less product. In fact, I'm pretty sure you get less product. One, judging by the fact that it's a skinny brow pencil versus a chunky one, and two, because I'm pretty sure when I wound it up there wasn't a lot of product in this tube. So I definitely picked this just for the fact that you get more product for your money. So the next couple of products I wanted to talk about are complexion products. So the only two foundations that I've more or less used up are the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation in the shade Cappuccino. Looks like this, and the Max Factor Healthy Skin Harmony Miracle foundation in the shade Tawny 95. This is SPF 20. Love these two foundations. When I first tried this, I didn't love it. I think it was down to the primer. I did a video on this, by the way, so you can check it out if you want to know a full review and a full wear test. And I also did the same video. I did another video with this particular foundation too. I love this foundation simply because it's very different in the finish. So this has a natural finish to it, slightly glowy, but it lasts all day, and I have an oily T-zone and normal skin on the perimeter of my face, whereas this is like properly matte for the first few hours, but then eventually your oils do come through. So this is like the mattest foundation I have in my collection, but it actually doesn't keep the matteness all day. So it is medium to full coverage. You can build up to full by using a lot of product. This is more of a stronger medium. I don't think you'd get full coverage with this if you have dark spots. Yeah, that's probably the true test of whether or not a product is actually full coverage. So when I have like a dark spot on my skin, right now I have a dark spot on my nose, which I'm currently covering with a bit of concealer and powder. When I use just this foundation on it, it doesn't fully cover it, so I know it's not full coverage, but it is such a good foundation. The only other thing I find annoying about this is that the plastic lid doesn't stay on. It's a bit loose. It comes off very easily. So if you were to have this in your bag, you need to make sure that you first lock it, and it does twist to lock. I think, does this twist to lock as well? No, so the NYX foundation doesn't twist to lock, but this one does, and it needs to twist to lock because the plastic cover that comes with it is very loose. So yeah, at least it's a good thing that it twists to lock. It comes with a glass bottle but a plastic lid, so that's a bit of an odd one. But in terms of the actual product itself, it has some protection factor, SPF 20. Obviously that's not enough. You should always be wearing sunscreen under your foundations just to protect your skin, especially if you have scars like I do. And I just love the finish of this. This mixes so well with this. This is like one of my two favorite combinations in terms of matching my skin color and also for the finish. Absolutely amazing. I get so many compliments when I mix these two together and when I wear either one, so it's just a win-win with both of these. And it's because I was using them together so much and also separately that I've actually managed to finish them at the same time. So I've actually moved on to my second bottle of this, which is unheard of because I have a lot of foundation. So I mean, that's how you know this is a really good foundation. And I'm about to move on to my second bottle of this. There is a tiny bit left, and the good thing actually about this foundation is that it unscrews completely. So I use this to dig into the bottle, the container, so I can get what's left on the sides, because you do get a bit of product wastage because, you know, these are both, you know, glass what do you call these bottles, glass containers, so you can't really squeeze it to get the last bit out. But it's such a good foundation. They're so different but so good. So if you want to try this and you have similar skin type to mine, either oily or oily normal, you definitely want to try these. They're very good. The next thing I actually used a while back, which I have been keeping in my stash of empties, is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in the shade, I think it's in the shade Cappuccino as well. I can't even find the lid. No, it's in the shade Deep Golden 10D or 10 Warm. And I used to use this powder on top of my L'Oreal True Match foundation. It's quite a dark powder, so I either use it to darken my foundations when I have a light foundation, or I use it as like a bronzer because it has a bit of it's basically a warm powder, so it's not necessarily good for all over the face. So I sometimes use it like on my forehead and on my cheekbones and on my jawline, just to add a bit of warmth to my skin. And I would actually buy it again. I don't need to buy it right this minute, but I would buy it again because it's an inoffensive powder. It doesn't promise to keep you matte or anything, but I don't have massively oily skin on the perimeter of my face, so it doesn't get oily, so I can use this all over my face if I wanted. Next is one of the makeup setting sprays I've used for Makeup Revolution, and this is the Pro Fix Amazing Makeup Fixing Spray. It's £5, and again, it works like a fixing spray should. The only thing is it doesn't necessarily keep me matte all day. I mean, I use a bunch of products to try and keep my face matte all day, and still my oils come through at some point. So this probably buys me about an hour or two extra time. But where it definitely works is that the initial set in terms of my foundation. Once I've done my full face, it's always a good idea to set your face with some setting spray, and this is usually the one I grab, this or the Sports Fix one. So yeah, I do like this. I would buy it again. I'm currently using the Sports Fix one, and once that runs out I might switch back to this, we'll see. But I do like this. It's not like a crazy matte spray that once you spray it, you know, you stay matte all day, you won't. But I do like using it because it works. You know, it buys me extra time, and that's good enough. Now if it could make my makeup last all day, that would be great, but it doesn't. But it's only £5, so I mean, I can't really expect too much from it. So as I was saying before, I did actually mention the Revolution Sport Fix Extra Hold setting spray. So this is actually the makeup fixing spray. So I have used the Pro Fix Amazing Makeup Fixing Spray, but this is actually my favorite one. So I did actually find this at the bottom of my bag, so I have actually used one up, and it is a really good setting spray. It's almost on par with what do you call it, like say Urban Decay All Nighter. I'm pretty sure that's what they modeled it after, because it's meant to be an extra hold type of spray. I find that this makes my makeup last a little bit longer than it does with the Amazing Makeup Fixing Spray and all the other sprays I've tried from Revolution. This is by far their best across the board, and I just really like it because it just holds my face together, stops it breaking up as quickly, and it stops it getting as oily, because I feel like I get maybe 2 or 3 hours more time with this in comparison to the Amazing Makeup Fixing Spray. So if you're wondering which one to get and you weren't really sure, get this one. This is their best one. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned anyway, this is their best one. So last we have one primer. This is my favorite primer to use every day, and it started off as a dupe. I actually bought this initially because I wanted to do a video on this primer. So this is the W7 Prime Magic Camera Ready Primer. I've actually cut into this because I remember when it finished, I was desperate for primer and I hadn't bought a replacement, and I wasn't going to put my face on without any primer, so I just cut into it and I was able to get some product. But this is meant to be a good dupe for the Smashbox prime, what's it called, the silicone primer. I've forgotten the name now, and this is something I bought many years ago, and I've actually been repurchasing it since. So I've had this probably for, I want to say 5 years or something. Not this particular tube, but I've been using this on and off about 4 or 5 years, and I'm still using it. It's one of the primers I use in my everyday makeup rotation, and it's just a good silicone based primer. It is like a clear gel primer that you put on your face, and it smooths out your pores. I don't think it dries down. Yeah, that's the thing, it probably doesn't dry down to like a powdery finish, which might make a bit of a difference for some people, because I know some people don't like that silicone-y slippery feeling, or like that slightly greasy feeling you can get with a silicone primer. But this definitely works. It works even more when you set it with powder and then go in with your foundation. But I really like this. It's also very affordable. It's like £3, £4 on eBay, or you might pay more if you buy it through Amazon, but I usually get mine from eBay. Yeah, so those are the few, I want to say, yep, so that's it. So those are the few products I've used up in terms of makeup. It is very small, only because I'm still working through my vast makeup collection. But if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'll have many more Empties videos coming up, and until next time, stay blessed. Bye.